Scotch pie or canoe. Scotch pie or canoe. There's nothing that I wouldn't do to get some time alone with you. Some beans and sauce there on the side. All the things I ate tonight. Mix them in my belly right till I'm gasping for a shine.
Craig, that's your pie and beans ready.
Hello, welcome to Pie and Beans Show. Just myself and Ross today. This is a brand new episode that we're going to be bringing to you in between every episode where we have a guest on. I'm excited for it because I get to speak a bit more, talk my talk and walk the walk. How's it going, Ross? You alright?
Yeah, mate. Thanks. I'm so good. Are you excited for Dear Biddy today?
You know, I'm looking forward to it because, you know, everyone, there's been mail getting put in. I mean, I don't see them, so I don't know, but you've been saying there's been mail getting put in. We can't cover them all within the ones we're guests. So in this one, we'll be uncovering many of your questions.
We got some really good ones.
Hopefully it's not like last week,
over the sort of last night. The first one, Dear Biddy, when was the last time you wet the bed?
Oh, I don't actually know. I've never really been a bedwetter, I don't think, because let me explain. Because my mum always said, because when I was born, right, my brother's 3 years of difference. So by the time I was old enough, like, I seen him pissing in the toilet, so I wanted to piss in the toilet, so I would just kick about pissing in the toilet. But if we're talking about bedwetting, listen to a story about my old man. New Year's last year. Dad, strap yourself in, you're being outed. Right, so New Year's, right? My dad has one too many jars, man. The big man's loving life in New Year, pissed. He gets in, he's pissed to bed. My mum wakes up, for fuck's sake, Andy, get up, you've pissed to bed. Fucking, he's like, oh, get it all stripped.
He's like, oh.
Get it all stripped, right? Get it all stripped. He pisses the bed again. right? Then, my mum goes, there's Andy getting up, thank fuck, he's finally going for a piss. He just pisses all the rug. Fuck's sake.
Your dad's the hat like a piss in the bedroom.
I mean, my mum said she's surprised because she's never seen him do that. He normally handles his drink well, but you know, he is pushing on in the 50s. So maybe not put he's 50 fucking 2, I think. Alright, so
good to know your dad's a serial bedwetter on a drink. I've actually got a wee one about wetting the bed. I can't believe I'm going to say this. See, when I was like a wee boy, right, and it was
last week.
It probably went up to like back end of primary school, and I had to, you know how up the Vale you had the Acorn Centre?
Aye, I know what you're talking about, aye.
Mate, I had to go up, right, and pure go and see this specialist for pissing the bed. It's not even like, it's not like in, like, remember the Waterboy when he shows her the sheets and it's like the map of Africa, right? It wasn't like that, it was just like I just couldn't wake up, it just happened. So they gave me this wee thing, right? It was a wee green box. It looked like an AirPod box, right? And you clip it onto like your short bottoms or whatever you're wearing, and you put the wee probe inside, and so when you push, it detects dampness.
Inside what?
Like,
He's inside. Where's
no,
it
like
go?
inside your shorts. So if you imagine you've got like a kind of
some doctors are. We just need to put this inside here, son. Don't tell your mom.
Putting a wee probe up your bum.
so it sits in your shorts, right? And then when it gets wet, it goes off like an alarm, and it's to train you to wake up. So I had that, and I've not pushed the bed since.
You know what I'm like, mate? I wake up 4 or 5 times during the night to do a pish. I've got no trouble waking up for a pish. I'm probably
you don't even
diabetic.
need to get out of your bed. You just need to throw your cock out the door and it lands in the toilet.
Right.
Big slog, man.
I thought we'd get away with this. I thought we'd move away from this on the Rain podcast, but it seems you're still fixated on Bobby.
100%, mate. It's not, I don't care how long this goes on for. We will always speak about your massive rod. The next one was, Dear Biddy, what's your orientation?
What does that mean? Like,
I have no
idea.
I know.
Like orientation in light, like food orientation. What does that mean?
Let's go with sexual.
what's the word for it? I don't want to fucking be clickbaited. Is it heterosexual? Just any woman?
Is it heterosexual?
Is that what it's called, Paul?
Straight white male.
Aye,
You
straight.
How fucking dare you in this day and age be a straight white male? You fucking wanker, man.
What are you, Ross?
What
Eh?
are you?
I mean, you look bisexual in that jumper,
I think
mate.
he might be, aye. He's into heavy, hardcore gay porn, I think.
I'm actually.
I've seen his search history on Reddit. Fucking.
I'm into hardcore scat porn, to be honest with you.
No, mate, last week you're just into all kinds of porn and positions, wasn't it, on Sean's podcast?
Oh,
You like them all.
all the positions. I don't. I'm asexual. I hate
What is that
That's
mean?
where you're not interested in anything.
You're not into it, so you're just.
You don't even think you. I don't even think you jerk your gerk, if you know what I mean. You don't even do that. You're not like a sexual being.
Really?
I don't know the ends. I know asexual means that you're not into like people. Doesn't mean you're into dogs. Or you're just not.
Aye,
like,
asexual's like you don't get horny.
aye. You just. You're,
Certainly not me, man. I'm the horniest wee guy on
it's
the
like
planet.
being castrated, innit? You know what I mean? It's just like you don't have sort of the chemicals in your body. saying it as if I know what I'm talking about. I don't know.
Welcome back to Ross Butcher's medical terms.
I don't know. There must be chemicals that send signals for your boys to your brain, hence thinking weird dick or something. I don't
It's
know.
hormones, mate. All right.
The next one is a good one. Dear Biddy, how many stuffed animals you own?
Stuff. None. I don't
Is that a
really-
joke? Or is that somebody? Do
No,
you
I
have
don't
stuffed
really
animals?
know. I don't really own any stuffed animals. Is that like genuinely stuffed animal, like taxidermy, or is it just like, are they meaning just like an actual fucking toy?
I don't know, mate. I assume these come from people you know.
Mate, they're anonymous. I don't know who they are. I don't even see them before the podcast, but no, I don't have any sort of stuffed animals or toys. I mean, I used to have a blanket when I was younger that I liked, when I was like a wee guy, but it had a fucking clown on it. I must be a psychopath.
Was it your special blanket?
It was my special blanket, aye.
That's cool.
It's only about this size, but because it was when I was a wee
Have you still got your toys from when you were a wee boy?
Aye, there's hundreds of them up the loft and that.
Aye, mate. I was going to do that yesterday. I was going to go up the lot because I turned 24 yesterday. And this cunt phoned me about tea time, and you're like, right, we're going to do the pod tomorrow, and we're blathering about that. And I was like, right, okay. And else you want to talk about before I go? Like, nah, mate, don't think so.
I was starting to think, how have I wronged this man in life?
I was
What
like,
have I
is
done?
there anything else you want to say to me? And you're like, nah, I don't think so. And then you went, oh fuck, I happy birthday. I was like, aye, cheers, mate. Thanks very much. That kid. So I was actually asked, I'm not taking 24 good. I don't know about you, Paul. Was there a specific age you got to and you went, I'm not fucking taking this well at all?
Taking what well?
Like the age of getting older.
I like 21 to 25 every year was kind of sad. You see, for 25 up, man, I just don't give a fuck, mate. I'm 40 and I hang about with fucking cunts like yous.
That's
You are not 40
for the
year old.
ladies and gentlemen watching. You can't see Paul, but I didn't think Paul was 40.
I didn't think you were much older than 30 odds, mate.
Oh, thanks.
I
very much.
thought you were like 32.
Aye,
Thanks.
early 30.
That makes me feel good. But
You're 40 year old.
well, I'm 39 coming up for 40.
That is fucking
He's
wild.
getting up there.
Mate,
I
that
didn't
is
think you
wild.
done it.
But
That surprised me. I'm a bit taken aback now.
But I like 24 yesterday is I'm not taking it well at all.
See, once you get above 25, honestly, you stop giving a fuck. It's not important.
It feels very, I don't know, I was actually yesterday going to go up the loft and look at all the old toys. I was going to get them out, just up the loft myself. Everybody's away to work. I'm just sitting playing with Obi-Wan Kenobi and all that.
I feel like the more you progress with like sort of the age, the more expectation it comes with what you should have achieved in your life. So, you know, like my wee sister's 20, she's engaged, she's got her own house. My brother's married, moved out. He's 26, and I'm going to end up like fucking Brennan for Step Brothers. just with my mom,
You're
just
fucking
me, my
drunk,
mum, and my dad. Just, Mom, where's my fucking nachos? You know, but
I feel quite bad for you, man. Like, no, I don't. I feel bad for your mom and dad because they must be like, right, we're getting to the age where the kids are leaving, like they've all left, and it's just you fucking floating about with your boys hanging out your shorts, your boxers like that. Right, fucking my pine beans ready, man. Somebody else actually also said in this, I have a crush on you,
secret crush, Scarlet Leia, love her.
which is actually quite good though, because if this goes well, it could help your mom get you out the fucking house.
Oh, that's true. I'm sure my mom. I think my mom likes having me in the house. Because it's too quiet when I'm not in the house, I think. I'm quite, I don't know what the right word for it is, I'm quite fucking ADHD, like just kicking about the house, you know, shouting, just making noise, just randomly doing things. I think they like it. I think it'd be weird.
What if you left?
Because I think
Imagine, imagine a child leaving the fucking
my
house.
mum and my dad, and that, they like seeing us a lot. You know what I mean? They see me all the time, whereas like, you know, they don't see my brother and my sister as much. And I know, I think they like seeing us quite a lot. So I think if I moved out,
No, they like seeing them a lot. You're just a fucking.
Your mum and dad are
overbearing-
telling you that they miss your brother and sister, no you, mate. Like, you can get to fuck, man. Get the fucking house.
There was one for, see, we just were talking about that. Somebody's got a crush on you, right? How active are you in the dating apps and such?
I don't know about active. I mean, I do definitely match folk and just don't message them. Or some I message, some I don't. I'm not really like mega active.
Do you feel as if they work for you, the dating apps?
I can, but I don't really know. I've not really met many folk for dating apps, to be fair.
Do you think you're maybe exhausting the human race soon? And that it could be like, you need to turn to like dogs and that next?
No, because I'm no a fucking weirdo.
How?
It's never crossed my mind. It's never crossed my mind. Oh, hold on a minute. This human thing isn't working. How's about I just go and fuck a sheep? No, it doesn't work that, mate.
When was the last time you went out on a date with somebody?
On a date, I've not been on a date since I split up with my ex 5 years ago.
How many years ago was that?
I don't know, mate. It was on David's birthday in 2017, I think, 2 days before David's birthday or something like that. Around about like
Right,
month
so-
for David's birthday.
I don't know if this is possible, Paul, but could we get like a kind of, like, you know how you get the red nose day things where it comes up with like a number, like a sponsor to get us cunt a fucking date?
Aye.
You must be ripping the fucking life out of your bobby all the time.
No, because I still take bits, mate.
Oh, do you? Oh,
I'm a
did
bit-
you hear that? He says he still.
What
he still does
do you
bits.
all call? You call me the dark horse.
What?
You call me a dark horse, didn't you? So, but
Called you
nah,
that
mate, I'm not
once.
really that fussed about it, mate. It's still something I try and force. I don't really like.
I'd hope you're not trying to force
No.
sex on people. you
No, but what I mean is like meeting somebody. I'm not trying to force myself into a situation where I go, I want to meet somebody that much. I'm just going to start like, I don't want to just pick somebody just because I want to be with somebody. I'd rather just like let it unfold naturally rather than just forcing something just because I want it.
That's fair enough.
There's
That's
no
quite
point in
deep.
doing that,
That's quite deep, actually.
you know. And then, you know, there's no point.
How do you meet these people that you do bits with, or these women, clearly?
I don't know, mate. It's just going out. It's just not really necessarily.
The good old fashioned way when the lights come up.
No,
at 3 in the
you
morning.
come up cotton balls in your hand, man. No, you've been fucking what's his face for train spotting.
What?
Do you know what I'm talking about? He's fucking in the motor. Like,
What,
running
renting?
down
At the
Cotton
taxi?
balls.
What?
Begbie.
there. Begbie, I've been
Oh,
Begbie.
Begbie. Aye.
Fucking Begbie, man, in a club. The lights come on. You're like, fuck, man.
You're fucking
No, I don't know, mate.
hanging
I-
about for stragglers. At
How do I
fucking
meet
end of
these
the night.
people? I don't know. You just go out. You just have a laugh. It's people. It's normally quite a lot of times it's people you already know. You've known for a while, but it's not really like.
Has anybody ever come up to you or on these dating apps or in real life and went, "Oh, you do that podcast? Are we that big yet?"
There's a few folk that have said that know of the podcast, run about our area and stuff like that.
Aye.
Aye.
Do you think it's getting you any like sort of?
No,
Nah, no, no working
no,
for you at
mate,
all.
I don't really know what picture I portray myself on this podcast.
Mate, I've been doing
And what-
fucking miracle work for you.
And what light I portray myself on this podcast, but I think I come across quite a bit of an idiot, quite a bit of a class clowny vibe, which isn't really me. I do have a laugh. People that know me,
You talk
people that know
about-
me know that I'm not just a bit, no, a total idiot. There's more to me in that, but still.
There's more to it than that. It's not your fucking Love Island intro video.
It
man.
is.
Oh, I've been
I've
doing.
not got
I
the
have,
body for Love Island.
I have honestly been doing miracle work for you on this since we fucking started this, saying how big your will is, and it's no working.
Aye, because you're putting it in a pedestal, mate. I'm going to whip out in the birds and go, what the fuck is that thing? I wasn't promised this.
Well, do you know what? I think I've done all I can for you.
That's all right, mate. You've done your best, but as you know.
You might be scaring people off.
Aye, you're scaring people after that. Fuck that. This big fucking 6'2" fucking guy with a fucking stomper that's been described as that.
But would you rather come out and went, that's fucking toty?
Aye, if you want me, I don't really care. I don't care what people think. I couldn't care if your opinion on me was, he's got a wee bit. I couldn't hear, fuck, mate. It's a willy. You piss with the cock you've got.
That's actually very true. You do piss with the cock you've got.
It's very profound.
He's getting all philosophical here. I think because he's sitting on that couch, I think I'm being interviewed here. I must show a four.
Do you know what? I said to Ross. Ross said, do you want to sit on the couch or do you want to sit in the chair? And I'm like, I want to fucking sit on the couch. You've got to sit in this couch on our podcast. I'll not get the chance because I'm not in the comedic world. So I want the chance to sit on the couch.
When are you going to make the leap into the comedic world?
I don't think I will.
Why?
I don't know, mate. I don't think I've got what it takes to do it. So I don't want to do it.
I think you do. I wouldn't have asked you to be my co-host if I didn't think you could do it. I think you could go. Don't get me wrong. You would probably get the jail. You'd probably like some of the things you say. I'd probably need to go right, run it by me before.
I think you know the more into it I get and the more laughs you get. I would be the type of person that would get risky, whereas you don't. You obviously Sean says you sort of play the crowd. You play it the crowd. You take it sort of safer. Whereas I feel like I'd start getting more risky.
See that you play it safe. I hate this, right? You play it safe. How am I playing it? Like, see, if I'm playing it safe, it would be shite. Be fucking knock jokes to play it safe. Do you know what I mean? It's just comedy. It's no like, oh, what, because I don't go up and do a joke about shagging dead bodies, that means I'm safe.
No, I don't think it's that.
Do you get what I mean?
I don't think it's one of them ones like I don't want to date because I think I'd fail at it. Because it's something that I would look back and no regret, and I wouldn't regret no doing it. Like, I wouldn't regret going, oh, I wish I went up and done stand-up. I wouldn't regret no doing it, so...
I think you should do it. I think you should go and do a 5 minutes somewhere.
I could maybe do a 5. I think a 5's... Five's normally what you start halfway anyway, isn't it? But then be things like that, but... I don't know, man. I could maybe write a 5 and see what you think, but...
I think you should. I think... I would actually... I tell you what, see if you could do this within the next 2 days, I will put you on Saturday. I will let you debut on Saturday.
How long does other people write for before they do these things?
Varies. People can write for days. I don't write because I don't know how to do it.
You know what I'm going to see?
I have an idea in my head.
Tomorrow I'm going to see Kevin Bridges. Maybe I'll take some inspiration for that. Who knows?
Nobody's seen it yet, so you could actually go and watch his paragraph. Go up and do the best 5 minutes ever. Everyone's like, he is so made for stand-up. Just watch it, and then when the DVD comes out, they go, the fucking dirty bastard, man. Did you watch the football last night?
I think I watched it.
I think I watched it.
I don't know what I watched last night, but it wasn't certainly Rangers playing football. It was more team of wee shite bags.
They're so bad, aren't they?
They're shocking, mate. But listen, you've got it's more annoying the fact that in my work it's predominantly Celtic fans, so I get it tight. You know, I was working the Old Firm, so I was getting it tight, screaming in my face, jumping up and down and all that. But listen, I dished it out when we won the league, so I need to take my medicine now and just hope by some miracle that Celtic's form drops or their form drastically changes. Otherwise, I don't think we'll be lifting the trophy at the end of the year. I don't know if we'll lift a fucking trophy at the end of the year.
No, we'll be planting totties to lift something because I don't see either of those things happening.
No, I think... I don't know. I was expecting us to buy somebody after the Champions League money came in. I think we're in desperate need of a right winger. Scott Wright, I don't think he's good enough to play in Europe, although all the players last night looked like they weren't good enough to play in Europe.
Can I just say Ryan Kent is a fucking walloper?
He's so hit and miss, isn't he?
Mate, hit and miss. He's done nothing.
You know, when I watched...
He's done absolutely nothing. I don't know. I actually seen somebody on Twitter saying the only player I'd take in the Celtic team is Ryan Kent. I'm going, who the fuck have you been watching?
I know. No, it's just I'm a bit scunnered at the minute. We pumped 4-0 twice in 4 days or whatever it is.
Do you think Gio's a boy?
I think Gio's been done a bit by the board because you know he's coming out and he's saying these things. He's happy with the squad, but there's no money there and all that. You could obviously he wants to. There's players he wants to sign and there's just money isn't there. I don't know the logistics and why the money isn't there. But it's not there apparently. So and it must not be there because the board have been pretty good. They were good at spending when Steven Gerrard wanted to buy players and that. So I don't really know if everyone's went, we want our money back. Or
you shoot yourself in the foot, but because even last year, alright, you get your Europa League final and that. I don't know how much you get for that. You fucked yourself right out of Champions League straight away when you get beat half-mile. Then this year, the tail end of last year, you lose, you don't win the league. That immediately fucks you. You're now trying to clock because at the end of the day, you're trying to compete. with Celtic,
But-
aren't you? So you're fucking losing it
But it's
straight away.
one of them things that, you know, we didn't qualify for the league, but we still qualified, and we gained more revenue than Celtic gains in terms of weird matches at Ibrox that we played.
By the way, what is the ticket price all about for that?
It's quite.
I was lucky. I was 150 quid, but folk are getting 180 quid for 3 games at home to see your team getting absolutely rifled, because we'll get bent.
You know, it was funny
we'll get
'cause,
scanted. We'll get
Chris-
scanted and sent home.
Chris messaged me last night, just we said these songs like, our teams are shite. He supports Liverpool.
Oh,
And
does
I was
he?
like, it's going to be like trying a way to put this. It's going to be like the 2 idiots fighting for third place, Liverpool and Rangers, I think, in that group.
Good save.
Aye.
It's going to be shite, mate. It'll be. We were talking about going to Liverpool. I don't want to. I don't want to ever go again. It's shite. Do you want to go into? What about Dumbarton, by the way? You seen them recently?
No, mate, I haven't.
6 for 6, top of the table.
Are they?
Might go and support Dumbarton.
You do live round the corner, mate. You can walk to the games.
Do you know?
It's about 20 quid a season ticket, probably, as
I
well.
know. I went. I managed to get when Rangers played there years ago. I managed to get a ticket and I drove down as far as I could get. I drove
lazy
down. I did.
bastard, man.
I drove down the cordon the road off at the wee mini roundabout at the back of the school.
You're
And I
a
drove down there.
Paul, to
That's
put
it.
context to this, right? I'm trying to think of a distance that would sort of show you. It's 100 metres at most, mate. He'd have had to walk 100 metres, and he's drove down.
Fucking lazy bastard. It's like my mate. My mate's shops are at like the end of his street and he takes a motor.
100%. I would always do that.
What?
What is the point in having a car? Not to do it. To be fair, I suppose with the fuel prices. By the way, speaking of the fuel prices, did MD see that video of Liz Truss on the fucking on TikTok? I said on the TikTok like a fucking dad there, right? On TikTok, and she's in the
On the line.
On that TikTok, on that TikTok there.
and she's in that. Would you call it? She's in like a nightclub or something. Did you see that? And
No.
folk are basically going, "She looks fucking banging." By the way, did you see it?
My boss said she'd be a busy night.
Mate,
The other day, we was
she
speaking
look,
about
like you look at it and you kind of go, "Do you know what? No bad." By the way,
I don't know if it's true, but I seen on Twitter the day that she froze energy bills. She put a cap on them, froze them.
Aye, like $2,500 per energy, so what, £300 a month? It's not exactly fucking capping it, is it?
No, it's no. I
See,
didn't know the logistics of it, Paul. I'm glad that you're actually a owner of a house in that, and you're a responsible man that sort of knows these things. You know, I just sort of sit there and go, "Mum, why the fuck's the electricity on?" No, son, I'll just
do you know? See, when I seen that when that first came out that she was going to be going against Sunak in that leadership race, that was like getting told you're going to be castrated and your 2 options are either buy a rusty bread knife or a spork. Wasn't it?
Is that Rikishi we're talking?
Aye, Rikishi. You're sitting. Aye, mate. How Rikishi Sunak?
No, his name's Rishi Sunak, is it? No, so I was
Aye.
pretty close. Like I wasn't like way off the mark. Mate, I don't follow politics much at all, man. I can't be arsed with it.
We
The
can
logistics
tell.
of it.
We
You're
can
like my
tell.
dad. My dad used to go into the Chinese. It was called Panda House in Carlton and just go, "All right, Wang." The guy's name is Peter. That was the 90s, so, you know,
You could get away
I'm
with
not
it.
being
then.
racist, but that's what he used to do. He used to walk in, be like, "All right, Wang." And they're like, "Mate, no, no."
My name's Peter. Right. So see, last night,
Aye.
me and Sean went live to try and sell some tickets for the show, right? This is so embarrassing. He tried it on TikTok, so I went on to like, try and join him, but I couldn't do it because I've not got enough followers, right? I've only got like 300 and something, so please follow me, right? So I couldn't do it. He's like, "Mate, what the fuck's going on?" So we're on to Insta for a bit. We're doing it. And then we went on, he's like, "Mate, how are we going to do this on TikTok? Because it's not really happening on Insta." And I was like, "Well, I could use my dad's account." He's like, "What?" I was like, "Why would you use your dad's account?" I was like, "Because he's got like nearly 2,000 followers." So I had to go live with him on my dad's account.
How's your dad get that many followers on TikTok?
Mate,
What does your dad post?
mate, no, he just, like, on that one that we went on, he just used to do like the trends all the time.
Oh,
And then do you know what it came out? It was like one he put up and it was like Emma was doing a TikTok and he's like, "Oh, my daughter's not letting me in on a TikTok,
Oh,
make
right,
this
aye.
famous," right? So it just kind of blew up, right? So he got like 2,500 followers. So I've got to be on his account going live with Sean, right? and everybody's like, all right, Steve, are you going to be on the show? I'm like, no, and I'm having to like comment my own account all the time. I'm like, this is my dad's account. Cause like, what? I was like, no, I know. And there was like, obviously with Sean, he's got like an MMA following because they all do that.
Aye,
the fucking
the fight,
the fatherless fight and all that, right? So there's all these like MMA guys are on it. So I started winding them up, right? I was just like pure playing the village idiot, and I was, what were we talking about? We ended up talking about, no, that Ross, you know Ross Cooper that comes on, Paul, that does it with him, right?
So, is that the baldy one?
Aye.
Big guy?
Aye, the guy that would fucking knock fuck at me, aye.
You can tell with somebody's
I was
having
just
a bit
like-
cauliflower ears like that, you're like, he's been punched quite a lot.
Aye, he'd seen a few knocks, but they were, didn't they? But they were just talking about like UFC and all, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on, so I went like to Ross, right? I'll just play ready. I was like, so what's your finishing move? He's like, what do you mean? So I was like, what's your finisher? I was like an F5 or a tombstone or something. He's like, no mate, it's no right. So anyway, we ended up on TikTok and all these folk are talking about UFC, and I was like, what he's talking about a scripted thing for? What you talking about a scripted sport? It's fake as fuck. Why he's talking about it? Like, there's no point. Like, what you talking about is like, watch wrestling, that's real. They're like, what? And I'm like, and somebody put in the comments, it's like, well, how the fuck did Rey Mysterio beat somebody like Umaga or something, right? Some big show. And I was like, because it's a proper underdog story. It's like David versus Goliath, which is straight out the Bible, which is also real. Mate, cunts were proper commenting, is this guy fucking stupid and all that? Mate, you're having me on. Like, obviously I'm kidding on, and they were proper like, oh, but no, but like proper getting in on me. I'm like, obviously no. So I went like, Ross, I went, do you know any submission moves? Like his fucking guitar chords, right? I was like, do you know any submission moves? He's like, aye, I know a few. Do you know any? I was like, aye, I know that one Brock Lesnar does, man. He's like, you're talking about fucking wrestling again. I'm like, I know, but I didn't know. But I just thought I'll wind these up.
Were you winding them up?
Aye, I was totally winding them up. Aye, sitting, but there was folk in the comments losing their minds.
Pure wee incels, pure. He's talking about wrestling, not UFC.
Mate, they were proper going, how can you possibly think wrestling's real and UFC's fake? I was like, because it is. I was like, it's not even a real ring and all that. Know what I mean? It's an octagon. It's not a ring and all that. And they're all like, oh mate,
I can't wait to your show, man. You've just got a room filled with UFC.
Mate, I think they're all commentating. I'm going to go on. They're going to fucking punch my cunt in, and they were like, all right. They were like, let's spar then. Let's spar again. Or like, you come down to like Hit Squad or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know, right? And they're like, Mum will fight. And I was like, well, you need to tell me what moves you're going to do to me. And then I need to actually like properly punch fuck at you and like give you an attitude adjustment and all that, and like choke slams and tombstones. They were fucking all losing their minds.
I'm just more hung up in the fact that you had to use your dad's account. That's
aye, I know, mate. He's actually got another one that he does for his work, which has got nearly 1,000 on it. I think he's like 900 odd.
How many do you need to go live? Is it 1,000?
1,000, mate. Aye. And if you don't have that, you're a fucking peasant.
Aye, dude. TikTok, like, you're no lud unless you're famous enough to go
mate,
live.
Seeing is, but you could just follow like, so many people and hopefully they follow you back.
That's true. You get a lot of folk doing that to just follow hundreds of folk.
Aye. It's the biggest pile of shit ever, man. I hate TikTok. See, I try and put reasonably funny stuff on it. It's just not happening. Folk are no. Either that or I'm just not funny. I don't know.
It's consistency, mate. Like, Sean does it really, really well. He posts 3 times, 4 times a week. See, once you're like the platform, you need the platform to like you and push you. And the only way to do that is to constantly post on a platform, so then their algorithm picks up the fact that you're posting all the time. They're like, right, let's push this guy.
See, the thing is, right? I think it's a load of shit. I fucking hate it. I absolutely fucking hate it. I can't be fucked with it. I don't want to do it.
There's the truth.
Well, no, I told you.
I don't even want to do a podcast anymore. I don't want to be a comedian. I hate every one of these. I fucking despise these. And see if any of you have got tickets for a show on Saturday, get it so far up you because I'm taking the money off you and I'm not even going to be there. Fuck you. Fuck all yous.
I think this is time for Ross to have his weekly therapy session with me.
I was doing that in the live.
What's wrong?
No, mate, I was doing that in the live last night and all right. So Sean's pure like, oh, every day coming to the show, it's going to be brilliant. And I was like, no, don't. It's going to be shite. And he's like, mate, wait. I was like, I'm no funny. I was like, it's going to be the worst night of your life. A waste of £5, don't do it.
Do you know what that is? That's him begging for, fishing for compliments. I've shown.
It wasn't, but
it is not. It's him doing that. I'm no funny. Wait, because he's feeling shite about doing 24. He's like, I'm no funny. I'm going to get Sean to give me some compliments.
It wasn't, but because I just went, do you know what? Fuck it. I'm like,
fucking.
I just because I knew he would keep saying I'm shite. Because he wouldn't give you the compliment. He would just be like, nah, you're shite. I was like, so you're now sabotage. I want to sabotage my show. I don't care. I hate it.
Me in the back, Ross. You are the saboteur.
I'm mate. I hate doing comedy now. I'm fucking fed up with it. I told you this. I want to go and do wrestling now. Me and you need to go and do wrestling now, right? We're going to form a tag team, Pie and Beans, and we're going to fight Grado and Ravy Davey, who are D-Generation Gregs. Do you know? I think that is a fucking absolute main event. That is a Barrowlands main event, mate.
I think the big man could be a good wrestler, man.
I think I'd be no bad at wrestling, but I feel that, you know, because see, going into it, you need to perform, even though you might know that you're going to have to lose at the end of the match. And I feel like that'd be a bit shite, like knowing that you're putting on this big performance. But it's for the fans essentially, but you're putting on this big massive performance. But they're no stupid, but they appreciate,
even though you lose, they'll still appreciate what you've done.
I get what you
know what I mean? They'll still appreciate that you've been fucked right through a table.
That's
and
true,
launched off a set of ladders. Do you know what I mean? So I would just 100%.
Because look at it's not like in the like the UFC, like when a fighter loses, it sort of puts a fucking asterisk on their career, whereas like wrestling, everyone.
Do you want to stop talking about UFC like it's real? So fake, it annoys me.
I'm looking forward to the
UFC. USB blood capsules and all that for blood. It's so stupid. Like you try to tell me, you try to tell me Paddy Pimlet, right?
Ross,
goes so out of shape to get back in shape and starts knocking folk out. Mate, how scripted is that? You look at wrestlers, they're constantly in peak condition and they fight at least twice a week. And then they do house shows.
You're on the brink of me no doing this podcast for you again.
Who's your favourite ever wrestler?
I used to like Rey Mysterio. I used to have all the Rey Mysterio figures. I used to love Rey Mysterio.
Do you see his son is now turned heel and he hoofed Edge in the boss? You see on TikTok, I don't know if you like get stuff on TikTok or anything, Paul, but his son's in it, Rey Mysterio's son's in it, and he just turned around the Clash at the Castle in Cardiff and he absolutely fucking booted Edge right in the balls, man. It looked, that's one of the ones you know it's real.
Did you see Tyson Fury?
Because he'd three Adam's apples.
Who was it? Somebody tried to claim their money in the bank. Tyson Fury actually knocked him out.
Fucked him right out, mate.
He didn't pull the punch right, and it looked and it sounded like he's actually just KO'd him.
You hear that, but I've heard people say, let's see if wrestlers have got, or a wrestling promotion have got like guests or whatever. I can't remember who it was. Was it Freddie Prinze Jr. or something? They had on, right, and it was like whoever he was going to like have to fight or hit or whatever, and he went like that, punch me as fucking hard as you can. He's like, no. He's like, I'll do what you do. He's like, no. Punch me as hard as you can because we need it to look real. He's like, just fucking give me $1 billion. And he done it. And he went backstage and he's like, he's going to fucking knock my cunt. And he's like, thank you very much. They actually actively, that's how you know it's real, mate.
Stop, mate. Get off this trainer.
Are you at the wind up?
He is at the wind up.
See, nobody knows, but
no, I know he's
it's
at the
like
wind
UFC
up.
is like, is it real? Is it no real? What am I doing?
I think wrestling is real to a point, isn't it? Like they fucking hurt each other, man. Like badly sometimes. Like,
well, all I'll say is like many times you watch the UFC event where they've started getting ladders out and all that and tables. Know what I mean? Never seen Conor McGregor put through a table or jump off the top of a ladder. Have you? Exactly.
No, mate, no.
Exactly. I mean,
you've got me by the balls there. I've never seen Conor McGregor climb the cage and elbow drop somebody.
Exactly, because he's a fucking absolute wussy an athlete.
Right.
Why did he put a video on Instagram of his wife sucking his willy as well?
I don't know, mate. He's full of the ching, I think. He's half he's not.
He's full of the ching.
Mate, he's fucking...
That's the best cop out ever. It's fucking going to a press conference if you get anything to say. Full of the ching, mate. Sorry.
He's just half he's not, mate. Try to stay relevant maybe, because he's not won a fucking fight in ages.
What is the deal? I don't understand. Do you watch UFC?
I do, aye.
What's it all about?
What do you mean, what's it all about?
Like, so how, like, who's hot, who sells the most merch, is that who wins the belts and that?
No, mate, whoever's the best fighter wins.
Who is the best fighter now?
What, in the UFC?
Currently?
It was Kamaru
It was
Usman.
Usman, aye, but...
He just took a fucking shint to the...
I don't know who's the
temple.
pound for pound number one right now. Izzy's up there, I suppose. Izzy's quite boring, but...
I'd say Adesanya.
I'd say he's quite boring sometimes and he plays it quite safe sometimes, but he has knocked some fucking studs out. So I personally, I like Nate Diaz is fighting this weekend, does he know? Nate Diaz and Kazma Chimaev. That'll be a good one. But I like Michael Chandler and so I like Charles Oliveira.
Do you like Michael Chandler?
Aye. I just like the way he fights.
Has there ever been a more disappointing fucking UFC like 4-fight contract? That guy was like, I'm coming in 4 fights, I'll be a champion. It's like, you get knocked out twice.
I want to see John Jones come back.
Aye.
That heavyweight fight that
Jordan
week was
Jones,
fucking
mate, he was a good
Derek,
wee winner.
no, fuck, not that. Ty Tuivasa and fucking Cyril Gain. That was a good fight. But I want to see John Jones come back, man. I love
But
John
could
Jones.
any of them in a clean fight beat John Cena?
Aye,
Easy.
easy. like,
Do you think somebody like John Cena, like this is a thing where like John Cena's get like bad injuries, right? He would probably, his knee would explode if he took a calf kick.
aye.
Especially after somebody like Cyril Gane, who's like Muay Thai, you know, like fucking nearly 20 stone of pure muscle. If that guy was to give him a good calf kick, man, his knee would just
Ross,
explode.
these guys would eat me for fucking breakfast.
Aye, but
Like these guys
it's
are
only 'cause-
trained
it's only-
killers, mate.
they would only like do that to you because it's predetermined and you're not hot with the fans.
Fuck off, mate.
Like you're not selling merch there, man. Do you know what I mean?
I love it.
Yeah.
To be fair, every fucking interview, press conference I think I've seen, man, they're all just shouting about merch. So it's just as fucking, it's just as rigged. Do you know what I mean? As it's clearly fake.
Right, mate.
I don't think it is, man. And the reason that, well, you're at the fucking bam up, but the reason why you know that it's no fake is you literally see the guy that owns it, Dana White, disappointed when certain people win titles.
Aye.
But Vince McMahon was disappointed when Stone Cold won the belt.
Oh. And
But he was fucking ripping it, and you know he was.
What?
He was raging.
Nah, mate. That,
Oh,
Mate, he used to rig it. He used to try and rig it every week so he'd have to lose it. But Stone Cold was just pure badass.
fucking suck, mate.
see fucking Vince McMahon, right? I don't know about yours, right? But I've got this thing where, see, when I see somebody that's had that much plastic surgery, it kind of freaks me out. It's like you're looking at, I don't know, there's something inside you that just sort of like
It's
goes,
like
Like
silence.
the Newcastle owner. You seen that woman?
no.
Do you know what it's
Looks
like?
like a fucking melted welly.
It's like Silence of the Lambs. See when he's like, rub the lotion on the skin. He wants to wear the skin. That's what it looks like, as if you're wearing somebody else's skin.
Search Newcastle owner, the woman, and take a look at her and let me know what you think, because fuck me, man.
Newcastle owner, right?
She is.
Are they not owned by the Saudi royal
Aye,
family?
but she
or
just said Newcastle like, woman, the owner. But she's a part of the consortium or whatever you want to call it.
what? Right, okay.
Check you with your big words. When did you learn that word?
When did I feel fucking mom, mate?
That's right. My mom's sitting talking about
Right.
consortiums.
Right, aye.
You see that?
She literally looks like Silence of the Lambs.
Aye, it's like when he what's the thing he does, man? When he's wearing the dressing gown, and he's got his dick tucked up, and he's like, "Would you fuck me?"
I don't know, mate.
Aye.
but
Have you never seen that?
I know, but
That is
never,
such a you know what I'm talking
never
about. Paul,
look
don't
me in
you?
the eyes and say
That's
that again.
such a pop culture thing.
Question is, would you fuck him?
Oh, I'd fuck him hard.
What about you, buddy?
No.
You honestly don't know what we're talking about? You ever seen like the James Silent Bob films? They take the piss out of it.
No.
Goodbye horses. That's the song it's playing. What do you watch? Like, what actually does an evening with Biddy consist of yourself? What do you do?
What do you mean with that day, mate?
Like, how do you get these pop culture references?
I don't know, mate, because I probably watched it years ago and just forgot. Like, it's not like... I'm watching more up-to-date things. I was watching that new House of Dragon last night. Looked pretty good. I like it.
You were a fucking wet wipe. I watched that new House of Dragon. It was good. I like it.
Ross, mate, you fucking suck, mate. You've gone on this whole time about how UFC's fake, mate. You're like a conspiracy theorist gone mad. Honestly, you're going to be next telling me that fucking... I don't even want to get into conspiracy theories with you because I just feel
What
like
I'm
you're
going to
the type
tell you that the Big Show is the world's largest athlete. Fact. Mark Henry is the world's strongest man. Fact.
of- Right.
These are
Francis
facts.
Ngannou has the world's strongest force of a punch recorded, which is the equivalent to being hit at a Honda Civic going full speed.
Who's this?
Francis Ngannou.
What about Ivan Drago?
Ivan Drago. He
killed a guy.
Rocky conquered him, didn't he?
Aye, but he killed a guy. Like cold-blooded, fucked him up, did. Apollo Buff did.
Mate, you've been watching.
Name
too
another
many
film
movies,
Carol
man.
Weathers was in after that. Exactly, because he's
You're a
dead.
fucking
Real.
bozo, man. You suck.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy, I like Happy
Oh,
Gilmore.
actually, sorry.
I'm
aye,
happy.
that's-
I turned
aye,
into
actually,
Happy
sorry,
Gilmore.
That's like one of my favourite films of all times. I forget he plays Chubbs.
I turned into Happy
so
Gilmore
good.
yesterday to golf, man.
Did you?
I was raging, man.
Do you lose the rag in the golf course?
Oh, aye.
Do you like, hit the ball and go, fuck's sake, man?
No, I'll duff it or something like, you stupid fat fucking idiot and stuff.
What does
like
duff mean? Is this
that.
like
Duff it? It just
like
means
you're
like
a
you've
duff ride?
fatted it. Like, so you've took all the ground with the ball, so you just fucking, it just doesn't go very far.
Do you,
So in golf, you're meant to hit the ball, then take a divot.
Oh, really?
Whereas I'm
Because I
taking a
thought
divot.
you were meant to just miss the fucking ball.
Oh, you fucking suck, man.
I thought you were the whole
Honestly.
aim it was to put your club in the hole.
I'm just going to a minute here, Paul, just to sit here and fucking take in all this.
How stupid is this guy? First thing it's UFC's real, then he's talking about fucking no trying to get the club in the hole.
Fuck you, mate,
Why
honestly.
don't you just go home? That's your home.
Right, let's move on away for you and your mad conspiracy theories. Let's go to something that's no
What's your favourite film right now?
right now.
Mhm.
Fuck me, that's a fucking tough one, man. You've put me in this. What's your favourite film first? Well, I think.
I've got a few. I couldn't name them all.
So why have you asked me for a favourite one? You know how indecisive I am.
Right, okay, I'll give
you
you.
know much
I'll
about
I'll
Home
give you a couple. Right, I'll give you a couple. Right, so Back to the Future is one of the greatest films of all
Right.
time. Right, fact. Star Wars. I love Star Wars and all of it. What else do I like? Obviously, I've got a massive rager for Tobey Maguire.
Yep.
What else? Do you know what I ended up watching the other night? I ended up watching fucking Toy Story 3. Made a fucking arse of it. Why would you do that? Because you know you're just going to greet at it, don't you? you fucking know.
Ross
like,
last night in his robes. Fucking.
I was
a
in my-
wee cuppa.
I was in my
Bawling
Oodie.
his eyes out.
I was in my Oodie. What? Do you ever just like see for example Marley and Me? I refused to watch that film. Watched it once.
Aye, that's
I'll
fucking
never watch it
devastating,
again.
mate.
I will
That-
never
that
watch
hits
it
you right
again.
in the fucking heart because
Never ever watch it again
dogs are
because
just brilliant. And then obviously as well, you know, you think about your wee
I know,
dogs,
mate.
just-
Like I couldn't. I watched it once, and I've like physically not been able to. Lana wanted to watch it not long ago. I was like, absolutely fucking not. She's like, why? I was like, why do you want to induce crying on yourself? Why would you do that?
you wouldn't just willingly let somebody punch you in the face, which is the same pain. as
Exactly, mate.
watching
Why
that
would you
movie.
do it? So, have you got any like favorite films then?
I don't know. I quite like a lot of the Marvel films.
Aye, they're obviously like.
I like the Marvel films. Interstellar. I like Interstellar. I watched that the other night again. That's pretty good. But
That the Matthew McConaughey one where they
aye,
play the mad strings or something.
fucking, it's the one where he goes to
Mars
aye,
or some
that
shit.
one.
You ever seen Edge of Tomorrow? That's a good
I've
film.
seen it's Tom Cruise in it.
Aye, mate, that's a heavy dino film.
Have you seen the new Top Gun?
No, I've
not
not
seen
actually
it
want
yet,
to see it, but obviously I've seen in TikTok all the birds going out mad over the Miles Teller
Aye.
and that mad scene when he's dancing on the beach with his tapa.
It's get absolutely no fucking right being as good as it is, man. It's really fucking good. And I hate Tom Cruise.
Do you want to
with
go see it
fucking
after
passion.
this? Me
Mate,
and you? Do you want to go see it
mate,
straight after this?
mate, I'm right up for it, man.
I want to see it. It's still in the cinemas, isn't it?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Fucking good. I'm not seeing it with him now.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's a theme tune. Good one, it.
Fuck you, mate. Honestly,
I tell you what, I'll give you a fiver if you can tell me the two big hits that came out of the first Top Gun film. The two songs.
keep your
Oh,
ten on
mate,
me.
I can tell you.
Right, wait a minute. Let's. Can you even put a fucking
Danger Zone.
Right,
Well done.
by who?
Fuck me, I don't know who it's by, but I know it's Danger Zone.
Right, okay. What's the other one? 5,
Oh, it's
Four.
they're all singing it in the fucking
3. Nah, well, no, that's the second
that
one. Right, 3.
That happens in the first one as
2.
well.
Aye, but it's no like as big a scene.
But that was already a hit
Was it?
before,
Oh,
aye.
before Top Gun.
No, mate, I'm out of time.
Take my breath away.
Dun dun dun. But aha,
Aye.
whatever it's called. No,
What?
no, it's not.
By
that.
Berlin. Take my
I was
breath
thinking
away.
Take On Me
And Kenny Loggins, is that how you pronounce it? Loggins.
I don't know,
He
mate.
also sung Footloose.
Off it
We
was.
gotta cut loose.
Miles Teller was in that as well, was he? No,
I don't think he was in the original one.
no, he was in the
with
other
Kevin
one.
Bacon.
No, he was in the other one. There was an off it that came out. He was in, I'm sure.
Aye, there was a new one that came out, but we don't like to watch reboots and
Okay,
shit.
no,
What's
yeah.
your favourite film of all time, Paul?
What is it, Paul? I want to know. You're an educated
Or
man.
one of them, or one of them.
Aye, so top 5 would be Godfather Part 2,
Oh, good one.
Obviously, man.
the original Matrix, the first
I like the
Matrix,
Matrix.
movie. There's a movie called High Fidelity that I love. It's a John Cusack. You know
Aye.
who John
Mhm.
Cusack
Aye.
is. Empire Strikes Back.
Mega.
And oof, man, probably, oh, mate, I don't even know, man. A horror, Candyman, my favorite horror movie.
Do you like horror films? I'm not that mad. I'm not that mad
See,
on them, to be honest.
I don't know what it is. I don't really get into horror films as much as I do like other ones. But while we're on the top of Empire, did you watch the Obi-Wan then? What did you think?
Amazing.
Paul, what do you think?
Incredible.
How
mate.
good was it
Oh,
just
mate.
seeing fucking Vader and then Obi in its prime going at it?
I
man?
watched the documentary, the behind the scenes hour long special thing came out literally at 12 o'clock last night, and I watched it. It was fucking amazing.
I would love to see a Vader show of him just going about fucking.
Mate,
cunts
if
up.
they have to do it. They have to do it because Hayden's on board with it. And I think it's so mental, right? That back in the day when they made like the prequel trilogy, that everybody was shitting on it and slated it. He's such a shite actor. He's robotic as fuck. But people my age who grew up with it, that was me as a child watching him. We love it. It was just we didn't have the voice to basically, you know what I mean? You weren't exactly going to get like 8-year-olds doing film reviews calling Hayden a fucking prick. But it was, and Ewan says that, didn't he? He's like, oh, well, the kids we made it for fucking love it. So it's kind of taken 20 years for us to get validation for it. But it's much the same as I would think the sequel trilogy that's come out. Everybody's shat on it. I'm sure you'll have shat on it and all, Paul. The sequel trilogy is a fucking, I mean, it's a bomb scare,
Disaster,
man.
mate.
It's a fucking disaster, right? But you'll probably find that the kids that were out when that was, or the kids that were, you know, kids when it first came out, will probably love it in 20 years when they're older.
Aye.
Know what I mean? And they'll get valid. I think it's genuinely going to be like that. But the sequel trilogy, I don't care what anyone says, was fucking dog shit. But the Obi-Wan series is out and out hard on material.
I think the TV series is really good. Mandalorian's really good.
Mandalorian's
Mando.
class. I love a Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Disney Plus are doing a lot of good things with TV series now. Like, you know,
Mate, Disney Plus is the best
Like,
app. Bin Netflix. Netflix is so pants. Bin Amazon Prime, because you need to pay for half the shit anyway that you probably really do want to watch, right? Get Disney Plus. I guarantee. Do you know what I love as well about Disney Plus? You got all the old Marvel animated series on it and all.
Aye.
Mate, they are fucking amazing, man. Did you used to watch them back in the day? Like the X-Men, man, and all that?
X-Men, Spider-Man, aye.
Aye, mate. Let's see that. That is just, I don't know what it is about turning 24. I'm totally trying to chase my childhood here, right? But it is the best app out there, like for watching stuff.
right. Should we move on to the Biddy's bottle then? Because we're nearing the end.
Oh, aye. So what we're going to do, because we don't have a guest, is we're going to pin each other against each other. Each other against each other. Against each other. It's fucking glitching the matrix there. Right? So what's going to happen is we're going to ask 5 questions about ourselves to the other person.
Aye.
And then, do you get what I mean? Say, if you're watching this, say to your fucking phone right now, I understand. Thank you. Right, so let's do it. Are you ready? So
Do you
have you got your questions? I don't
I've
know what
got
mine's
them on
are.
my phone, yes.
Right, do you want to do like
Go one for one?
one for one,
We'll
mate?
go one for one.
We'll go one for one.
Right. Do you want
See, just before we do this, how brilliant is Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan, but
Get a wee chub.
mate,
he's
honestly,
geeking out, man.
I actually,
Do you know what? There's a couple of things that it was amazing, but there's a couple of things that I'm just like, continuity is really hard to keep. For like, but how does Leia know? Like, how
no
does
mind them.
How she know? Like, in A New Hope. Remember, you rescued me when I was 10, and like you were like a father figure to me. Like, she's the continuity bit of it. It's just kind of like, but they need to do that, didn't they?
The only bit that's tripped me up a wee bit is how we went for episode 3. I mean, in the series, by the way, no, like, right, just like episode 3, where he's a fucking punk ass bitch, or episode 2 when he fights Vader for the first time, right? And he's getting slapped about like Diaz would with like, The Rock or something, right? For example. So he gets slapped about like a bitch, right? Gets burnt to fuck, and then like 3 episodes later, which is probably in the space of a couple of days, he's fucking back to full blown Obi-Wan.
I think like
Because his midichlorian count's not that high if you read the law, know what I
he's
mean?
supposed to be that he's subdued his force powers so that they can't sense him, and then he's having to sort of like re-engage it, and it's come back really quickly. Muscle memory. That's what I thought.
It's mental, but that you kind of think, like, do you know what I
Because he's
mean?
been holding off and giving into the force, and then he gives in, and then he lets it all back in. I don't know, mate. It was good. We enjoyed it. There's no need to dig deep.
We're geeks though.
I know.
I get what you mean.
I sit and
genuinely-
think about this shit.
Aye, mate, you see him in
No, me and my
countless
pals were
hours
talking
of
about it.
videos I have watched on shit
Me
like
and
this.
Tori kept talking about it. And me and Tori were going to do a watch party. I was getting on it watching the fucking last episode together, but whenever.
Yeah, you can touch each other's lightsabers. Right, so let's do this this all about us quiz. Would you like to go first? I'll let you go first.
Right, okay. Question number 1. What is my middle name?
Oh, fuck, what is that middle name? Craig Gaylord Fokker Biddy. No. Craig. What the fuck's your middle name? It's no Andrew.
Is it? I don't know. Mate.
No.
You tell me. You're the one that's been asked the question.
James.
That
Isn't it?
Aye.
Get it round, you. 1-0, daddy. Okay, question 1 for you. What is my karaoke song?
Dignity.
Who's 1 each, by the way. That's no bad, by the way. Fair dues to the
Quick.
big in there.
Quick.
Right, hit me with your number 2. That sounds bad. Shit in my mouth. Right,
This
go.
is going on yesterday. When's my birthday? He thought I forgot his, but I never.
I know it's the start of the year because you were in the different year at school. You know that way mad way it
Aye.
works when you're born at the start of the year. I know it's definitely round about then. I just can't decide whether it's January or February. I've not got a fuck. See, to be honest, I've not got a clue. I'm going to shout a date here and I'll be miles off. 17th of January.
Miles off.
What is that?
3rd of February.
Bastard. Oh my god. Right, okay.
No, you can't change your question.
I'm not
You've got
going
it
to.
wrong.
I'm not going to. So, how many hairs do I have in my head? No, kidding on. So, in my question 2, in my short career playing football that I've done sporadically over the years, I've only ever scored 1 goal, which was a header, and it was the most amazing goal you've ever seen. Who did I score it against?
Fuck me.
Mate, people will watch, if people watch this, will go, I can't believe that fat cunt still talking about that.
Was it with the school team?
No, it's for DU. Lee Courtney crossed the ball and surely still the best cross ever. Mate, I've spoken about this hunters.
I don't know, mate.
It was against Hillwood,
I was going
who were unbeaten in like 2 years. And we went with a makeshift team.
I was thinking Western or something like that.
No, mate, it was honestly, it was the best team. Like, see, honestly, you've watched all these professional football games and clips of Messi, Ronaldo. They're not a fucking patch on that header that day.
I see, but see for you to score a header, considering how fucking square your head is, it's pretty.
Got me your fucking questions, dickhead.
What is my dog's name?
Alfie.
That's my sister's dog.
I don't know. Fucking. Your dog's name. What does your mom have? That wouldn't be called Bobby, would it? Is it your dog or your mom's dog? Like, you can only name it
it's
for
a family dog, mate.
family dog.
Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Soonest.
No.
I don't know.
It's called Pepper. Next question.
Oh fuck! I knew that. I've been. It still stayed with you.
Aye.
Still stayed with you. Oh
Aye.
fuck off, man. No way.
Right.
We're still 1 each, haven't we?
Well,
Though?
1 each, but I've got a question here.
Right.
That could
Where do I sit at Ibrox?
BF2.
He's fucking made it 2-1, you bastard. Right, okay, question 4, go for it.
What golf course do I play at?
Carrick.
Nah, there you go. An easy
Right,
one for you.
right,
I did
so-
say I'd put a few easy ones.
So where
in.
are we? What's the scores? We tied
2 each
again?
now. I've got
2
a
each.
question in the bank.
Right. Question 4 is, what was my first ever car?
See, I think it was a Volkswagen Polo, a silver one.
Right,
It was quite a new one, a 13 plate,
right, which I wrote off.
which you wrote off.
That car I'd write off.
So was that your first car?
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
No, it wasn't. I don't know. I come back for a holiday, a boys' holiday in Malia, and my mum and dad were like, "Come to the front door, son." I was like, "What?" And they're like, "Look, you're in a lay-by," and there was this O2 plate Fiesta, right? See, if you draw a car on a bit of paper now, you kind of do that. It's like a fucking box. It looked like that, and it rusted off the side. And I'm no joking. See the fucking speedo? See the needle? It looked like a fucking toothpick. Like, it was a wee bit bad. So it was an O2 plate Fiesta, which I never actually.
Well, both tied going to the last question. What basketball team do I support?
Second last question, and it's the. Who the fuck did? I don't want to say Bulls, but I kind of want to say Bulls. It's no. Is it the Lakers?
No.
Is it?
Milwaukee Bucks.
You're
Giannis.
a fucking weapon, there, guy. Right, so this is the last question now, and we're still tied. Right, last question. Now,
I want to see the question because I think you're going to change it.
right, okay, I'm not going to change it. Right, I've wrote it like pure stupid. So obviously it was my birthday yesterday, and you forgot. So in 1998, the 7th of September.
If you're going to ask what time you were born,
What time was I born?
do I need to nail it down to a minute? Or can I
Aye.
give 2:15 a.m.
9:13 p.m. Get out of here.
Right, so nobody wins and needs a tiebreaker.
No, because you had 5 questions. I've just asked my 5th. I'm waiting on your 5th one.
No, that was my 5th one.
So how the fuck?
Because I went first, mate. So if you just asked your 5th and I went first, I've already asked you the 5th.
So we're tied.
It's 2 each, mate.
Right, Paul, here's a question about you.
What year was I born? I told you my age. What year was I born?
What year is it the now? Wait, what, 2022 now?
You've got 10 seconds.
78.
Woof, mate. What age? Aye. Well, it's no fun.
No, wait, fuck you say.
Right.
84.
Nope.
Who's closest?
Ross.
Oh,
Get it
wait.
right fucking round you.
I was
Come
born- I was
on.
born in 83.
Oh, wait, I was taking fit. Oh,
I was
fuck,
what?
fucked
So I
up.
was what, a year off.
I was born in 83.
Quick maths, innit? Get it
Oh,
all.
wait, what age was I? Oh, wait, do you know what it was? I did my maths based on the fact that...
You're a spanner.
no, I just took 20 off and then took another 20 off and I was like, well, that's 80. And I was like, that's 40 something. I fucked it, mate. It doesn't matter. I was thinking we're in 2017 or something there.
Well, you're a fucking idiot, and I win it. Thank you. Thank you very much. I win
said-
again.
That's us signing out then, I guess. We're done.
Aye.
First one in the bank. So, he's after.
Scotch pie or canoe. Scotch pie or canoe. There's nothing that I wouldn't do to get some time alone with you. Some beans and sauce there on the side. All the things I ate tonight. Mix them in my belly right till I'm gasping for a shine.
Craig, that's your pie and beans ready.